You are tuning into the Goldilocks Productions presentation of the Angels and Healing Light Show. Sit back, relax, and be open to receive the angelic messages and healing channeled through your host, Laura Romeiro.
Well, good morning, everyone. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is your hostess, Laura Romeiro. I'm back with Angels and Healing Light, the weekly show that brings you healing, angels, and so much more. I am an angel intuitive, an angel reader, and it is my absolute passion and pleasure to help heal, to help bring messages from the divine messengers themselves, the angels, to each and every one of you. I'm very glad that you've chosen to join us this morning because there is a message for you in today's show, so please be sure to listen to it. When we connect with our angels, very powerful energies surround us. They give us courage, encouragement, light, love, healing, solutions, guidance. The messages come in many forms and even can be delivered by a person or even an animal. I know that there are times when you've looked outside and seen a beautiful bird or a butterfly or something, and you've known that there is a message for you that that animal is bringing to you. So what is it that your heart and soul needs today? You know, there's an angel for that. So have a heart-to-heart conversation with your guardian angel and get ready for positive changes the minute you start asking for help. That's how it works. It's just that simple. And ladies and gentlemen, if you'd like to speak to me, just press the number 1 to raise your hand so that my wonderful producer, Tiffany White Sage Woman from Goldilocks Productions, she's running the board, and she will let me know that you are ready to ask a question. So just press the number 1 to raise your hand. And you can always call in by calling area code 323-870-3791. So a couple things I want to tell you. First, I'm going to be on the airwaves 3 times this week, so I'm not sure if that's good or bad. Hopefully it's all good. My producer, Tiffany, is probably going to be tired of hearing my voice by the end of the week, but I'm excited. I know she really is too. So right now, of course, as I'm here every week at 11 a.m. on Tuesday, and you know 11 is my favorite angel number, and it means so much to me, the number 11. So wasn't it wonderful that the 11 o'clock time slot was available for me on the show? So another divine message right there. Also tonight at 9 p.m., I'm going to be on the Jimmy Mack Healing Show. If you're not familiar with Jimmy's show, you have got to check it out. He's the most amazing healer. He is really amazing. He is also a very warm and compassionate person. He loves to teach. So he can teach you this method very easily. But from anywhere in the world, he can help heal you and your pets and situations. He's really gifted, so it is truly amazing. I'll be on there tonight taking calls, talking about angels and healing, and so I really hope you'll be there. On Thursday night at 8 p.m., I am going to be the guest on In the Psychic Flow with Carol Ann Carey. Carol Ann is the psychic medium of SRQ, or Sarasota. That's our lovely little shorthand for Sarasota. But Carol Ann is one of the best evidential mediums that I've ever met, and she has been a mentor to me for several years. But she is also a very compassionate woman that truly loves the healing that takes place when she can connect you with your loved ones that are in spirit and give you messages from them. And I honestly believe with all my heart that that is one of the most healing experiences that anyone can get. We've all lost loved ones, whether it's a person or a pet, and we all know how painful that is. So what Carol Ann does is she helps heal that pain and that grief. So and she does it in a compassionate way, and she's funny, and she just makes you feeling good by the end of your time with her. So please check in and listen to us tonight, that's Thursday night, 8 o'clock. In the Psychic Flow, and again, that's with Goldilocks Productions on Blog Talk Radio. So you can listen in on a computer, you can call in, but if you're not able to listen tonight, anytime, just email me for the link, and you can always listen to it in the archive version. And also, ladies and gentlemen, if I take your call, if you're one of my callers and you would like a copy of what we talked about, it's hard to remember, just email me, Laura@angelsandhealinglight.com, and I'll send you that link. You can also go to my website, angelsandhealinglight.com, to schedule a reading, get messages or healing with your angels, because I work with the angels to do the healing and have had the most incredible results. I'm also working on blogs that try to teach more about angels and healing. I'm a little bit behind the 8 ball on what I should be doing on this part of the process, but I'm working on it. Also, next week, I am extremely honored to bring you Kimberly Maroney. She is actually Reverend Dr. Kimberly Maroney. She is a real angel lady. She's the angel intuitive. She's one of the ladies that got this whole thing started with reconnecting and helping people reconnect with their divine guides and divine messengers. She's offered to do mini readings. Please make sure you call in because she is really incredible. Well, today, let's get to today. I am getting all goosebumpy right now. I'm bringing you the Archangel Gabriel today. Archangel Gabriel has been kind of tapping on my shoulder and whispering in my ear for the last week and a half. And if some of you may know, Archangel Gabriel is known as the messenger angel and helps us with communication of all kinds. Well, how appropriate is that? He's helping me today on my show. Archangel Gabriel is really an angel that helps us receive and express messages, ideas, thoughts, creative writings, and will also help you get messages from your angels. So the message from him today is very simply one word. It's the word thought. Thought. So usually when I get messages from the angels, they're certainly longer than one word. But that's it, just one word from him or her or Archangel Gabriel. Just one word. Well, so what am I supposed to do with that, I thought. And exactly that. Think about it. Well, thinking on it and allowing me to come to my own conclusions, which were many, but essentially Archangel Gabriel is reminding us that what we think and how we think has profound consequences. The way we think has profound consequences, whether your thoughts, it's a fleeting thought, somebody else's thought, our own thought, every thought matters. Have you ever thought about how much is going on when you are in thought? How is your body reacting? How do you feel? What are your emotions? Are they stressed out, happy, tense? Is your body tightening up? Are you dancing jigs in your living room? There's a lot that happens when we're thinking, and it's really important to connect all of those dots. And obviously, we can't do that all the time because we have to walk, talk, cook, take out the trash, walk the dog, feed the kids, vacuum. So we can't be constantly in a state of awareness of what our body and our mind are doing at every moment. But he's reminding us to pay attention. What direction are your thoughts taking you? Are they taking you in a direction you would like to go? Or do you need to get the reins and take your thoughts in the direction you'd like to go? Who's in charge? So you be aware of that, because thoughts have power, they have energy, they have the ability to make miracles or destroy things. How? Well, our intentions carry a lot of weight. They carry a lot of energy. Intending someone to heal, intending someone to have a great day, intending that someone you love gets to their destination safely. That's a prayer. So your energies have that ability. But thoughts also can destroy things like relationships. Are your thoughts coming from fear? Are they coming from providing a solution? Are they coming from anger, despair, joy? What is the basis of your thought, and are you in charge of it, or is it in charge of you? And that's something that you need to be aware of. You know, we don't have the peace and solitude that we, in these present times, that we used to in the past. And because of that, we do need to take control over what affects our thoughts and not be affected by what bombards us all the time, like electronic devices. We're always, you know, we're always have our face in a screen, it seems like. The media, the social media, the news media, the television, the radio, the radio media is great. But seriously, our faces always seem to be distracted, or our attention is being drawn by some kind of a device. So even television is a constant barrage of movement, light, and sound. And you know, if you like classic movies, for instance, I love Turner Classic Movie, TCM, one of my favorite channels. And if you watch an old black and white movie and you compare it to a current movie, there's so much light flashing in the current movie. There's so much noise. There's so much going on that's constantly affecting sight. And so it's really, it just kind of takes over. So the main message is to be aware of what is affecting your thoughts. Are those thoughts taking you to the place you'd want to go? Another part of that message is that the angels give you messages via thoughts. And those thoughts can be very fleeting, really fleeting, like in nanosecond fleeting. And the more that you're able to focus on those and grasp a hold of them, the easier it is to get that message. Thank God they're good at repetition. So if you don't get it the first time, the second time, the third time, the fourth time, they'll just keep sending little beep, 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 hello, pay attention, we're trying to tell you something. If you keep getting those repetitive thoughts, like, gosh, I know I should be doing something, I knew I should have done that, those are the things you really need to be aware of and pay attention and put some thought into what that message means to you. What are you supposed to do about it? Well, what happens if the thought makes no sense? Ask for clarification. I get that a lot. Things, sometimes they don't make sense right away. They don't give the full answer. They don't give the full picture. Not all the time. And that can be frustrating and confusing. And I can tell you that sometimes we're not supposed to know the outcome right away because, here where I think, well, that's not possible. I can't do that. There's no. Well, they know that about us, and so sometimes they won't give us the full picture, the full answer. But they'll tell you, just hang with us. We'll help you. So another part of that equation, this is almost like an algebra class, isn't it? Except I never liked algebra. It never made sense to me. So let's continue on with another form of math. Let's just not do math. I don't like math. So another part of this scenario, yes, that's better. Another part of this scenario is that your thoughts, connecting to the angels, not just being affected by thoughts, but using your thoughts as a form of communication. Yes, your thoughts as a form of communication. That's not far-fetched at all, is it? How do animals communicate? Well, they don't write letters, they don't text, they don't email, they don't sit around and have coffee and go, I think we ought to move the den because I heard on the Weather Channel that there's going to be some weather and some water and a lot of rain and we might get flooded out. No, they don't do that, do they? But it'd make a great cartoon. The old cartoon with the dog sitting around playing poker. But they communicate with thoughts and with expression, and they do a really amazing job of it if you ever ever really pay attention. They convey so much in a single glance sometimes. So using your thoughts to connect with your angels. And it's just so simple. It doesn't require any particular preparation. It doesn't require any ritual. It just requires the fact that you want to connect with them, and that's all. All you have to do is talk to them. And of course, please and thank you are always good. Like I've said before, please and thank you, just like when we were taught when we were children, it helps bring you more of what it is that is best and brightest for you in your life. So being appreciative of what you receive is so important. But connecting with your angels through thought, however you feel, you don't have to screen, you don't have to filter. They already know you. They already know your thoughts. They already know your personality. They know where you're going and what you're doing. And so you don't need to filter. You can just be you. And talking to them, how do you feel? Are you happy? Are you sad? Do you need help finding a parking space? Do you need help finding your car keys? Do you need help recovering from grief? Do you just want to say, I'm so glad you're in my life? Do you just want to feel that love? And just say, I'm so glad you're in my life. Thanks very much. Have a great day. It can just be that simple. Isn't that nice? Isn't that? I think it's a beautiful gift, and I'd like you all to try that. So there's some homework for you today. So thoughts have an immense power. They have immense energy. They have immense ability. And don't ever let yourself be told, or don't let yourself think that you can't make a difference with your thoughts. Are you concerned about someone that is sick? Thinking about them doing well rather than focusing on how poorly they are will bring so much more light to that person. But that's a very important thought. We all feel sympathy. We all feel terrible when somebody doesn't do well. And we're, oh my gosh, isn't that terrible? Don't be part of the ain't it awful club. Be part of the how can I make this better club. How can I make this person feel better? I'm sending them light. I'm sending them love. And I know they're going through a difficult time, but I know that my thoughts and my intentions are going to help them in some way. We don't always know which way, but we know that it always helps somehow, sometime, some way. Our positive thoughts, our positive intentions always help. So let's say you go to the store and your clerk is cranky, the person behind you is rude, there's someone that's trying to steal your parking space, and gee whiz, I'm not different from anybody else. My immediate thought is not very positive. It's not very charitable. So send some light, send some good thoughts their way, and you can still growl and grr to yourself, but send some thoughts their way. Maybe they're having a terrible day. Maybe something really awful's happened to them, or they just don't have any more patience or any more emotional strength to get through whatever it is they're doing. But your thoughts can make a difference to them, and people feel your thoughts, right? You know when someone's happy, you feel it. When someone's sending you the heebie-jeebies or the evil eye, you feel that, right, if you're paying attention. So send your thoughts that are for the highest good for someone. And it also takes that anger out of you or that frustration away from you. So it has a double bonus. Well, I also wish to thank everybody that's calling, that's on the line waiting. I'm going to take a caller here in just a moment. I thank everybody that has signed up on my website. And please keep checking in. You're part of the Angels and Healing Light family. I am so grateful that you're here and part of this goal of helping to bring angels and healing light to everyone in the world, including our beloved animals. So I would like right now to take my first caller, which is area code 470. Good morning. Hello. Hello, area code 470. Are you still there? Okay. Well, how about area code 412? I would like to speak to. Good morning. Who is this?
This is Jessica. How are you?
Hey, Jessica. I'm doing fantastic. Thank you. How can I help you this morning?
Well, what you were talking about was almost exactly what I was calling about. I've been going through a really difficult situation, and I've had a lot of anger and resentment and hatred towards my ex and, the judge. And I've just decided this past week I can't deal with it anymore. I'm done. So I need to move on and just, give it up. I can't control the situation, and I'm realizing that maybe my negative thoughts have been making my situation go longer than it need be. So given my epiphany on my thought process, was wondering if the angels had any, words of wisdom for me as I go forward in a different thought process.
Wow. Well, first of all, I'm sorry that you've been going through such a difficult time. And as I've talked about a couple times in the past, sometimes we go through a really awful time and we don't see that somewhere in there's a benefit somewhere. Something will come up that's beneficial to you, and it will show itself to you as soon as you're ready to see it. And that sometimes takes time because, I'm sure not only are you angry and hurt and you're grieving, and there's, I'm sure, so many overwhelming emotions that you're going through. So the first message is the angels are absolute, and this is the angel of insight, who, this is only the second time I've heard from her, who is telling you that she's basically wrapping everything up in a big bow in a package. It's like you've pulled the ribbon off and opened the package, and what you've gotten out of this beautifully wrapped package is exactly the insight that you needed. And that is to take control over your own life now, to accept the fact that this is a time in your life which is not the greatest and the best, but there is something great and beautiful in the situation, and it will make itself very known. She's saying that it is a time of growth for you, and the fact that you are ready to step up and shed and she's picturing you're just, it's like a big black cloak that is wrapped around you so tightly that you can barely move. And it seems like it just gets tighter, like it's almost like a shrink wrap. And you're breaking out of that. And it's like, thank God, shake it off. It's also, she's saying to make sure you're clearing your energy and grounding, because it's like you just need to shake that all off. That's a part of your life. Let's move forward, not backward, and not look backward, but look forward. The old, I'm not sure how old, the adage is, the windshield is bigger than the rear view mirror for a reason. So please make sure that you're looking forward. Please make sure that your thoughts are focused on how you can move on to where you would like to be, and keep focused. She's also saying you have an army of angels, a trail of angels, and everywhere you look, there are angels that are there to help you and that have been helping you. So please be sure that you understand that you have incredible help with you at every moment of every day for every reason. Clearing your energy is also, she's saying, vitally important to you. Cutting cords is probably, right now, she's saying, is the biggest thing that you can do. Do you know how to do that?
Yeah, I do.
So make sure you get Archangel Michael involved in cutting those cords of anger, of resentment, of anybody and anything, any situation, any time in your life, and everybody. This is for all of us. We all have cords of attachment that drain us and make us mad and cause so much trauma and drama in our lives. Who needs that? So right now, let's just do that. Archangel Michael, and I want you just all to picture this. Archangel Michael, please cut any toxic cords and ties that no longer serve me for my highest and greatest good with your sword of love, truth, and light. And I want you to picture Archangel Michael in his gigantic form coming with this big, beautiful, flaming sword and just rolling it all around your body and cutting away anything, any negativity, any cords or attachments that don't serve you anymore, and replacing those with cords of courage and love and healing, and sealing any of those areas where those cords were cut, so we can just let all of those energies go to be taken care of by the angels. So do that as many times as you need to. Do that 100 times a day if you need to. The other message is from Archangel Jeremiah, Jessica, and it's this, and this is from the Archangel Oracle deck, which is so beautiful. It's one of my favorites, but it's so beautiful. It's Archangel Jeremiah telling you that the worst is behind you, and you are surmounting any previous challenges. And it's this absolutely gorgeous angel with a long white feather flying over a mountaintop and heading up into the sky and heading up into this beautiful light, this beautiful white light, which is full of sparkles and beautiful energy. So you're flying out of the darkness and up into an area and a place that is light-filled and love-filled. So they're saying to please understand you also need to take good care of yourself. Archangel Gabriel is saying, please take good care of yourself and nurture yourself. That's very important right now. And Archangel Metatron is again reminding you to clear your energies. Okay, I hope you find that helpful.
Okay. Yeah, no, it's very helpful because I have two things coming up, one in like 2 weeks and then one in the first week of June. And I just have, I came to the epiphany that they're going to do what they're going to do and I can only control it, but I need to move on and hopefully the ruling will be for my best interest or highest good, and that the truth will prevail. So this is really helpful.
I'm very glad. And make sure you take the angels with you when you go at all times, but especially with you so that, they've got one on each arm, they're your arm in arm. When you're walking into those hearings, you have an angel on each side of you, in front of you, and behind you, and they will help make things the way that they should be. And it might not be immediate, but you will certainly feel a difference. You'll feel the difference right away, and so will everyone else, because they won't be as defensive. So it will be be better.
You.
So please stay in touch and let me know how things are going.
Thank you. Okay.
Okay, honey.
You.
Take care.
Thanks.
Okay, Jessica.
Bye.
Bye. So that's a very powerful message, and Jessica just hit the nail right on the head. When we walk around and we are in a negative state of mind, that's our thought, right? And when our thoughts are affecting us and we don't feel well and it's taking over our lives, that's when we need to put the brakes on and say, all right, well, the situation really is not good. It's ugly. I don't like it. So what can I do about it? Well, maybe you don't know what to do about it. Sometimes the situation can be so emotionally overwhelming that you don't have a clue. So what do? You make sure you spend time outside. You make sure you spend time in quiet or surrounded with beautiful angel music in a beautiful, peaceful setting so that you can really focus on yourself. Take good care of yourself. Nurture yourself. Baby yourself. And ask your angels to help you. And ask for healing, not only for yourself, but for everyone involved. That's really important. And it's not easy to do. So if you can manage to do that, give yourself a high five, a good pat on the back, because when you're in a situation where you're really angry at someone, ask for healing for them too, and say, that was good. I was able to do that. I still want to knock their block off, but I was able to ask for healing for them. And that will start to change the tide. It'll start to change the direction of things, and it will change the karmic energy, because you sure don't want to go through that again, do you? No, no, no. Well, once is enough. Thank you very much. So healing for everyone involved, cutting cords for anyone in any situation. Just do it every day anyway. We need to do that every day. Do it before you go to bed. But if you run into a cranky person or someone that's stealing your parking space, cut those cords. Get Archangel Michael involved. And that little invocation that I just said is so easy and so quick. You can do that at a traffic light. You can do it in the deli line. You can do it anywhere. You can do it while you're waiting on hold for the cable company to answer your call. You could probably do that 1,000 times. I'm just kidding, cable. No, not really. So, ladies and gentlemen, the fact is you can cut cords anytime. You can choose your thoughts. You can choose the direction rather than them let your thoughts drag you down the street. You drag your thoughts down the street. So keep that in mind. That is your ability to choose the way you think and react to things. It is your choice. It is your ability. You can do that. And if you find yourself getting stuck in a pattern, well, ask Archangel Michael to come with a big old pair of scissors and cut that cord, cut those ribbons, cut everything away from that pattern. But being aware of it is the first step in changing it. And that's why so many times when I do readings for people that are stuck in a situation, I always get a card that says, spend more time outside. And you think about it like, well, what? Am I supposed to go have a picnic? I'm going through a really tough time in my life, and they want me to go sit outside and, get some sun? Well, yes. The answer is yes. They do want you to get someplace where you can be in a peaceful environment, where you can focus on yourself, where you can really tune into yourself and figure out, how do I feel? What am I thinking? What is affecting me in life, for the good, the bad, and the ugly? Is it something really good and you want more? Well, ask for it. Keep going. If it makes you feel good, like the old song says, do it. And that's an important thing to remember too. If it doesn't make you feel good, then don't do it. It's very simple. There's nothing really esoteric about that, is there? It's just common sense. And unfortunately, because we get so wrapped up in all these things that are going around in life, we kind of lost touch with that. So spending some time in solitude, spending some time outside in beautiful, glorious nature. Okay, even winter time and springtime and rain, there's always something beautiful that you can find outside at any time of the year. And I grew up in the Midwest, so even in the Chicago area, I spent some time where it was about 900 degrees below zero a couple times. Well, maybe 897. But it was awfully cold. But there was still something exhilarating, painfully exhilarating, but it was exhilarating. So get outside, get in touch with yourself, pay attention to your thoughts, and take control of them. All right. I have another caller, and this is from area code 647. I feel like I should play these in the lottery. Hello, area code 647. Who is this?
Hi, this is Paul. So my question is, recently I've been feeling high caliber, high creative thoughts all the time.
Okay.
I'm wondering what got me into this state. Is it just downloads and upgrades I'm receiving? Is it because I'm raising my vibrational frequency? I know it's because of those things, but it's just flowing more steadily, like creative thoughts all the time. So I'm just wondering, how am I getting so many creative thoughts?
How long has that been going on, Paul?
Well, it's been more intense the last 3 days. I know there was a new moon that happened, and I may have purged some low frequency energy and gotten back to the high frequency after purging the low frequency. And maybe it's due to the new moon that was in April. It could be due to a lot of things. Upgrades and downloads.
You're not alone.
higher
I'll
realms.
tell you, the last couple of weeks I've been going through that too, and it's not fun sometimes, is it? And yeah, it gets to be overwhelming sometimes. So a couple things that are important.
The way I deal with it is I see the lowest frequency thoughts that I'm dealing with as service to the entire universe. Because of those thoughts and vibrations that I'm going through, the entire universe is expanding. It
sounds
profound
overwhelming.
service. No, it's not overwhelming at all. I take it as a positive. Even if I'm going through something negative, I take it as highest service to not only me, but to everything in existence. That's the way I see it.
That is beautiful. It's beautiful. And I meant the energy. Sometimes it feels overwhelming. But it's beautiful that what you just said, you're taking something negative and sending out beautiful energy. I love that. I absolutely love that. And it's not easy to do, but I'm so glad you're doing it, because that thought and that intention really does make a difference. And it helps other people too. So thank you for sharing that. So, Paul, just make sure that, you don't have to be open and on all the time. So make sure that if you're starting to feel, if you are starting to feel overwhelmed by the energy, and it's like, whoa, I need to go too fast, or I just need to step away for a minute, please do so, and allow your body to catch up with all of the changes that are going on inside. So take a deep breath, take good care of yourself so that it's feeling comfortable. And especially if you're going through some sort of a download or a change in a higher energy level, make sure you take a breather, make sure you take a break. Make sure you get Archangel Metatron involved in helping to get that energy going in a comfortable direction. So Archangel Metatron, one of the things that he does is helps control energy. So the energy flow and esoteric information, and he does many things. But when we start getting this download of immense energy and information, it really can be like, holy crap, it's like algebra. I don't even know where to begin sometimes, when you have that feeling, oh my gosh, I'm so glad it's here, but now what do I do? And it can be overwhelming. So make sure you get him and tell him, hey, can you calm this down or get it flowing the right direction, making sure that you're taking time for yourself to get through all that. And sometimes you just need to step away and rest. Take a deep breath. Yeah. And Paul, I'm going to get a message from Archangel Michael for you here in just a second.
I got a really good idea.
What's that?
So you bring about all the archangels, say, all of the archangels, please do the highest service for not only me, but for everyone in existence. Please provide the highest of highest service of all kinds for all of the archangels. Do this for me. Please provide the highest of highest service for everything in existence. And they're already doing that. But just holding that intention, that vibration, it gets you in link with the archangel energy. And yeah.
Paul, thank you for that blessing. That's beautiful. That's really beautiful. Yeah. Thank you for that. Paul, do you write?
Sometimes, not as often as I should, but yeah, sometimes.
Okay, well, Archangel Michael is reminding you to write about your thoughts and your feelings. And he says this is a creative gift that you have, and you'll take that wisdom and that service that you have and write it so that you can help others.
Yeah.
He says it's also, he says the messages that we give to you, and he says, and feel free to tell us to slow down if you need to. We will repeat. But writing down those messages will also help you expand and develop and grow. But thanking you for your service to humanity and to the universe. And I thank you for that blessing. That was beautiful.
Yeah.
Thank you, Paul. Stay in
You're
touch,
welcome.
will you? And make sure you take good care of yourself, okay?
Okay.
All right,
thank
sir.
you.
Many blessings
Bye.
to you. Bye. Well, I'm not the only one that's been going through these energetic changes that seem to be popping up more and more these days, but they can really kind of wear you out and make you feel overwhelmed and discombobulated. One of my favorite words. So just know that when things start to get overwhelming and everything gets to be discombobulated, then take time for yourself. Take a breather. If you're on this path of development and spiritual development, and things get overwhelming, and I have to do this sometimes. Like, you know what? If I even hear the word angel one more time this week, I can't. I just can't. I tell them I can't. I don't even want to hear you. I don't want to hear from you. I don't want to hear the word angel. Sometimes it's just too much. So you take a step away, take a couple hours, take a day, or two, a week, whatever you need, and then when you're ready, and you'll know when you're ready, you'll swing right back into it and pick up where you left off. So it's not like a treadmill where you have to stay on it and on it and on it and on it and on it. Get off when you're tired. Get off when you're overwhelmed. Go watch your favorite movie and eat a bag of chips, because it's all about the chips. So my friend Megan said that. Gwen that was on last week, wasn't she wonderful? She said that to me the other day. So it's all that in a bag of chips. And I thought that was great because I love chips. So just take good care of yourself. Get your favorite bag of chips, watch your favorite movie, and chill out for a while until you're ready to get back into the swing of things. It's a lot of energy sometimes, and it's not always comfortable. Your body's telling you what to do. So what do? Listen. There's a message there for you. All right. Mr. Nathaniel. Hello again, Mr. Nathaniel. It's nice to hear from you again today. I hope you're doing well, and I'm glad to hear from you.
Hello. How are you today? Good.
Fantastic. How's it going?
Pretty good.
Excellent. What's going on today?
Well, I've called to see if I could get a card or some message from some angels.
Absolutely, and I got your name right this time. I don't know where Ray came from last week. Wasn't that funny? I'm like, Ray. I figured, no, that was Nathaniel, not Ray. So I'm sorry about that, but I'm glad to hear from you today. And for you, Nathaniel, I'm going to work with the Angel Tarot deck. Well, when you called last week, there was a little bit of interference or something. It was kind of hard to understand you, but I thought your name was Ray. And so I was calling you Ray, and Tiffany, my producer, said, no, his name's Nathaniel. I said, oh, good gravy. Where did I get Ray from? But today I know. So beautiful card from Archangel Zadkiel, and this is about balance. Well, this suits one of the themes of the day, but it's an absolutely gorgeous card from Archangel Zadkiel. Beautiful purple, deep violet healing light. So one of the healers, and an angel that's always reminding us that we need to stay in balance, which is what we were just talking about, is balancing and making sure that we're not overwhelmed or underwhelmed. So we need to be balanced. We need to be in moderation. We need to cooperate, compromise. But also he's saying perfect timing is at play here. So understand that things might need to wait a little bit. Wait for divine timing. Wait for perfect timing. So see what else does he got to say about this. Just bear with me a second, Nathaniel. I'm getting some more here. Yeah, so just saying that if you're trying to make a decision right now, take your time, think things through carefully, reevaluate. Don't be impulsive. Just think things out. Divine timing is at play here, and stay balanced. Also, this card is about forgiveness. Forgiveness brings healing, and forgiveness does not mean that what somebody did or said was okay, but it just means that you're not going to let it affect you anymore. So forgiveness is healing, and healing is, one of the best things we can do for ourselves and for other people as well. So I hope that helps you.
Well, thank you so much. You're just a big blessing.
Thank you very much, as are you, sir.
Okay.
Take good care of yourself, and hope to hear from you next week.
Have a
all right. Take care.
Beautiful.
Hope things are working out for you in your new home.
Okay, thank you. Bye-bye.
My pleasure. Bye. So perfect timing, what does that mean? That means that I've just went through this myself. I have a house that we listed for sale. And of course, when you're doing that, it's, it can be, you can get very anxious if it's not moving, with your 30 seconds after it gets on the market. You want someone to come and say, well, sure, I'd love to buy your house for 3 times its worth. And it just doesn't work that way. And I knew right away, the angels told me right away, don't worry, it'll happen. Don't worry, it'll be fine. Don't worry, everything will work out. I'm like, okay. And then, normal life, well, why hasn't it sold yet? Why hasn't it sold yet? Don't worry, it'll happen. Well, Sunday I had, I just spent time focusing on what I wanted to happen. And I've been praying, I like my houses. I develop relationships with my homes. It's a home, right? And so when you leave it, you want somebody to come into it that's going to take care of it, and so that the person will take care of the house and the house takes care of the person. That's how I feel about homes. And so I wanted somebody in there that was going to be happy and take good care of the house, and the house, just a perfect fit. So that's what I really prayed for. So Sunday, I just imagined the shaking hands with the new owner and giving them the keys, and everyone so very happy, big smiles on the buyer's face, big smiles on mine, but feeling that this was a good thing. Not just, oh, thank God somebody's buying the house. It's like, no, this is the perfect person or family for my home, and this is going to be just a great experience for everyone. And I focused on that and that feeling. You know what? 3 hours later, I got an offer on the house, which we accepted. So I'm telling you, keep your thoughts going in the direction that you want them to go so that you can get what you want. It's real easy to bite your fingernails and go, oh, my house is never going to sell. But the truth of the matter is, you just spend some time focusing on it and asking for what you would like, and it doesn't always happen in 30 seconds. Sometimes it takes a little bit longer till everybody is lined up, all the situations are lined up. So please be patient. If you're trying to accomplish something, bless it. Ask for blessings. Ask that the situation be resolved. Picture it happening in your mind. Picture it surrounded by light. Picture it surrounded by beautiful, bright, white, sparkling light from Archangel Gabriel, who's reminding us, hey, this is all about our thoughts. So just picture it happening the way that you would like it to happen. Waiting for a job offer, picture it happening. Waiting for to find out where you should move to, waiting for the love of your life. Picture it happening in your mind. Think about it being true. Think about how you'd feel about it. Think of how the other person feels. Picture smiling faces, shaking hands, hugs, hearts flying between you. Whatever it is that you want, ask your angels to help you, and then focus on how you want it to look. How do you want it to feel? Focus on that. I swear it works. All right. Now I have my next caller is Miss Jackie. Miss Jackie, good morning to you. We have about 11 minutes left in the morning, so hello. Jackie, are you with me? Jackie, area code 201. No, maybe not. Well, I've got to tell you that Jackie is okay. Well, I think hopefully I'll hear from Jackie. So, ladies and gentlemen, to wrap things up today, just remember, Archangel Gabriel is the angel of communication, helps us get our messages out, receive our messages, and has a beautiful, sparkling, bright, white energy. So if you need help with any of those sorts of things, of course, ask your guardian angel. First, you can't go wrong asking that. They'll delegate. They all delegate. It doesn't matter. You don't have to figure that part out. You just ask for what you want. But if you want help with communication, with getting or receiving messages, I've got Archangel Gabriel pretty much in my face right now telling me I'm on the right track. So picture the white light, sparkling, beautiful, bright white light surrounding you, surrounding the situation, and feel this beautiful energy, which is warm, a little tingly, all-encompassing, and it's filled with information. It's filled with divine love. It's filled with divine guidance, calming, soothing, guiding, uplifting. Angels will help you get the words out, whether they are on paper, whether they are spoken word, whether it is a thought. What if you're in this pattern of having thoughts that are 1,000 miles an hour and you don't have control over them and you don't know how to stop? Ask the angels to help you. Ask Archangel. Just picture it surrounded by that little white light bubble. Just picture it saturated with that white light of Archangel Gabriel. Do you know Archangel Gabriel is connected with the root chakra, I believe. Which has a red energy. But in any event, that is sometimes where we feel fear or where we feel disconnected because we have fear because we are disconnected. So ask Archangel Gabriel to help resolve those issues of speaking, of writing, of thinking, of singing, of dancing, of communicating, whatever you're needing help with communication of any kind of blessing that you need, don't be shy. So what is it? I would love to hear from more of you. I know some of you have been so wonderful in reaching out to me and subscribing to my website, but I would love to hear from you. What is important to you? What would you like to know about angels? Tell me. Call me and tell me. You can call me right now. I still have a few minutes left here. And gosh darn it, I'm going to have to look up the phone number again. I know it's got 7 digits in it. Actually, it's more than that. Okay, so 323-870-3791 and press the number 1 if you want to talk to me. I've got about 5 minutes left. But what's important to you, ladies and gentlemen? What do you want to know? What do you want to hear? What would you like to hear on my show? Do you have a question about an angel, your guardian angel, an archangel? Tell me, what's important to you? Do you need healing? How can we help you heal? What would make a difference in your life? Call me, email me, Laura@angelsandhealinglight.com. Looks like Jackie's back. Hello, Jackie. Are you with me now?
Yes, I'm with you. How are you?
Hey, Jackie. Good. How are you today?
I'm good. I'm blessed. I didn't even realize that you knew it was me. I was just been sitting here quietly listening.
Oh,
Well, I know that
they've been.
I know that Michael's been with me for a long time. I just didn't realize that it was him until recently. I could say in the last couple of years. Took me a moment.
How did you determine that it was Michael?
Ooh. When well, you know, other people had to come out and like point it out to me.
Okay.
At first, but I know definitely I was able to go back and recall that you know, it was always a male.
Mhm.
And they actually walked very close, and sometimes would, you know, just give me little snippets of information that I couldn't really explain to anybody and didn't really want to, because I knew it was just for me and not everyone else. Even though I wanted to share it, you know, I wanted to share it, but I know it wouldn't be a good thing at that time.
Archangel Michael is awesome. He's wonderful, and you know.
Yes, he definitely is.
A lot of women just have a strong affinity with him. It's amazing. Yeah.
Well,
they do.
I could go back over time, and I could recall where there were times where I wasn't supposed to make it or even survive, and it would have just been like a freak accident or something, and it was right there for me.
Yeah. Isn't it a blessing?
Yeah.
That's Archangel Michael.
But I didn't know who he was. Someone had to point out to me that who he was. But, you know, this is the thing, though. I wish he could be a little bit clearer to me, because I'm very empathic and I get a lot of information. Plus, you know, I don't really live in a cocoon. I work out in the public. And so I pick up a lot of things, sometimes a lot of things that I don't want to pick up, toxicity and all that. So when I'm trying to make and come to my own decisions that are important and vital for me, I have a hard time focusing on it because of all of the distractions.
Well, I'm glad you said those things, Jackie, because first of all, you know, you listen to your insight, you listen to the messages, you understood that they was positive, but you didn't necessarily know who it was from, but you understand that they were good. You know that there was always an angel there to help you during difficult times. And if you're having trouble understanding, just tell him, I don't always hear you. You need to make it more obvious to me. Speak up. Make it really clear. And sometimes, you know, they'll start doing that in ways that'll just make you laugh. They'll be really, really obvious. And they will repeat, but it's just like communicating with anybody else. Speak up. I can't hear you. I don't understand you. Can you repeat that in a way that I can understand? And I've got about 2 minutes left. So, Jackie, I want to ask you, did you have a question? Did you want me to pull a card for you?
Could you really? Because I got some
I'll
information yesterday, and I just want to see, what do I do with what was given to me yesterday?
Archangel Michael is coming in this card, and he's talking about a favorable outcome, but he's showing me scales that are balanced with beautiful light. He is bringing light to the situation, but he's reminding you to, as you do, have trust, have faith, but things are going to have a beautiful outcome to the situation. He's saying that we can't always see. There's always some, like a spot of light, so we can't always see the full picture, but there is a spot of light, and he would like you to focus on that. Focusing on that light will make it brighter and bigger. And, Jackie, I don't mean to cut you off, but I know that I will be cut off in about a minute or 30 seconds. So thank you for calling in. I hope that helps.
Thank you. Thank you. Absolutely.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Absolutely. Namaste.
Thank you, Jackie. Namaste to you too, honey.
You.
So again, I'll be on the Jimmy Mack Show at 9 o'clock tonight, Jimmy Mack Healing Show, Thursday night at 8 o'clock with Carol Ann Carey in the Psychic Flow, and also next Tuesday at 11 a.m. Thank you, everyone, for your calls, for your listening, for your support, for your blessings. Many blessings to you all. Stay in touch. Many blessings. Take care. Bye now.